Hey there, it's BoardGameDave. Welcome to another Solo Play Sunday. Today I'll be soloing the newest game in the Everdell universe, Farshore, with a brand new solo opponent named Bonnie Redclaw. Before we begin, I should let you know that this is a review copy sent to me from Tabletop Tycoon, just so you know. And also, Solo Play Sundays are for charity. At the end of the game, I donate about half of my score to a charity, and the other half goes to our microloans for entrepreneurs in developing countries through an organization called kiva.org. The charity for today is the National Wildlife Federation. I'll talk more about NWF at the end of the video, but if you have a recommendation for a charity I should check out or a game I could play for the next Solo Play Sunday, please let me know in the comments down below. And with all of that out of the way, let's dive right into Farshore. Alright, here we are in Everdell Valley in the land of Farshore. Now, this is quite a table hog, even for the solo setup, so we're going to try our best to keep everything in frame and kind of show you what I'm doing as we do them, but hopefully things will be okay visibly for you as we play our solo playthrough. Now, it is my turn. I'm going to go ahead and start. I've got my 5 cards ready to go, and our windrose tiles say we're looking for constructions and green cards to move our boat up, and fortunately, I've got some nice green constructions in my hand ready to go. So first thing we need to do is grab some wood and 2 seaweed. Now, I've got most of the resources off screen here, but I'll keep my inventory right there. And that's my turn. The AI has a worker, or 2 workers, so we're gonna flip a card. And Bonnie's gonna send a worker to the 2 mushroom spot. Now, she doesn't take resources, so no worries there. Just kind of taking up some spaces. And then next, I wanna get some wood, I think is what I want. So I'm gonna grab 3 wood over there. Back to Bonnie. Bonnie's gonna do the same thing. Flip another card and see where they go. Mushrooms are taken. Now, the next action Bonnie wants to take is putting their worker on a red card and playing a card. Now, my understanding of this is there is no red card. That's an unavailable spot. So we would move down to the last option, which is always a possibility. In this case, it's going to the docks and moving her ship 1 space. She is on this 2 spot right there. That works for me. Now I'm ready to play some cards. So I think we'll start with, and I think this is going to work out exactly as I had hoped. We'll start with, oh, you know what? I could have played this a little differently. That's okay. Let's play the beach sledge. So pay 2 seaweed. That triggers immediately, so I get 2 wood. And since that's a green card and a construction, again, it matches with my windrose tiles. We're going to move 2 spaces, 1, 2. That gives me a treasure. And again, I could have actually played this a little bit more intelligently. I could have collected some seaweed there because I forgot I was going to get wood from that card. But again, that's all right, not a big deal. Now, let's take a look at Bonnie. Bonnie is out of workers, so she's going to play a card from her hand, which is right here. She starts with 2 cards, and we'll see what she's got to play here. It is a shipwreck. All right, so that we ignore all the text. Don't worry about that at all, but she's going to play it in front of her like this. And it says adjust color marker. We're going to move her tan marker up 1 space like so. All right, back to me. All right, I've got this other green construction I want to play, the grove, for 2 wood and a seaweed. And again, I'm going to end up using my treasure, which was my plan B, but again, not super efficient, but that's okay. Treasures, by the way, are 2 points at the end of the game, but they can also be used as a wild resource. That's what that means. So that's my seaweed, pay my 2 wood, add my grove like so, and I'm going to gain 1 mushroom here. And I also, again, green construction, move up 2 more spaces for another treasure. Not a bad first 2 turns. All right, back to Bonnie. Bonnie's going to play another card from her hand. She's got the governor. So we're going to move the purple up. By the way, any card that's purple is 6 points at the end of the game for Bonnie. Every other card is 2 points. So we really don't want her getting those purple cards. And unfortunately, that's at the top of her priority track right now. So not great, but we'll keep an eye on that for future reference. All right, back to me. Now I'm looking at this rope bridge right here. It costs 2 wild resources, and it can let me draw 5 cards or gain 2 wild resources. And honestly, I've got so much wood, and wood is very easy to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that for 2 wood. I'll put that here. And I'm gonna go for the draw 5 cards option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this game, cards are really good as resources using the docks, right? Discard up to 3 cards to gain 1 wild resource for each card. So getting lots of cards is helpful, and I'm at my max of 8. So I built that. It's also construction. Ooh, and you know what? I wasn't really paying attention. Bonnie, what does she have? She has construction, So I actually forgot to give her windrow's movement, and because I'm on bold difficulty, it says move the ship 2 times per windrow. So I do need to move her 2 spaces and give her a treasure. Now, that's something I might struggle to remember, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. Please holler, let me know in the comments if I missed any of that. Okay, so that was my 3rd turn. Now Bonnie has no cards in her deck, so her next option is to empty hand, use her little preference tracker to play a card from the bag. So we go from top to bottom, left to right. There are no purple cards. Oh, let me refill that. Hopefully not purple. Nope, we're okay. All right, so no purple. And then next would be tan, and I do see a tan card, another castaway, or sorry, shipwreck, castaway. So we'll just go ahead and stack that right there. And then it's back to my turn, and I think at this point I'm probably done doing anything for this round. Yeah, I'm pretty content with what I've got. Although, again, I do have these new cards. I could build my Tangle Raft, which is another green construction. That seems actually like a no-brainer. I'm giving the AI a lot of turns in this first season, but I like this little engine building thing. So let's do this. Pay 2 wood for the Tangle Raft. I'll put that right there. And that lets me gain a seaweed now. And then again, I move 2 spaces, 1, 2, and I gain my 3rd treasure from the sailing track, like so. I did spend 1 already. Okay, back to the AIs, still looking for purple. No purples out there. Tan, no tan. So next would be red and then blue, but I do see a red right here. Again, top to bottom, left to right, if there were more than one. So the steward goes into this area over there. And we move the red one up 1 space, like so. And you know what? I don't think I moved the tan thing up, did I? Nope. There we go. That's how it should look. It's common critter, does not match the windrow's tiles. So let's flip another card like so. All right, at this point, I'm ready to pass. So let's take a look up here at the top of the board. I'm gonna first get all my meeples back and gain my new worker. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then that green icon means activate all my green production cards. So I gain a seaweed, just 1. I gain a mushroom, and I gain 2 wood from the supply. That's fantastic. I love all these green buildings. That was awesome. I love that the first windrow's tile was green. That's great. And then, fantastic, we're going to take a look over here, and then we're going to change the windrow's tiles like this. So now we're looking for unique and tan things. So tan and unique. And then the AI is also going to pass now that I've passed. So AI takes another worker, 1, 2, 3, and then let's take a look at our reference card. We got our workers. We're going to take all qualifying maps. So right now the AI doesn't have any of these maps, doesn't qualify for any of them. So thankfully we don't have to give her any. And then she's going to take 4 from the deck. Unseen is how this goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll shuffle them up for her just because, and then we're ready for the next season. Not too much to it. All right, there you go. And we're ready to carry on into the spring. All right, let's bring it back down, and I think I know what I'm gonna do. First of all, I need to get some of these sea glass things, as I like to call them. We're gonna head over there, grab a sea glass, grab a card, and then I'm gonna be discarding a whole bunch of cards in just a second here. Ooh, I like that one. And it's a unique tan card. That would work very well with my windrow's tiles if I can pull that off. All right, anyway, Bonnie's got some workers, so let's figure out where she's gonna go. She's going to the island tile. That stinks because that is a very powerful spot. I wanted to go to that next, but then, chances are she could have taken my sea glass space. So I do want to play this. I also want to play this. So let's go ahead and start with, actually, you know what? I really should be putting my workers out first. So let's go ahead and snag that 3 wood space before she does. 1, 2, 3. Great. Back to Bonnie. All right, great. I am so glad I went for that wood space. She's going to go to the 2 mushroom space, and then I'm going to finish by going to the 2 seaweed space, like so. 1, 2, and then Bonnie's going to play her last worker. 2. Can't go there. Can't go there. Now, this is an interesting one. She's going to go to the lookout, which is here. And then she's going to pick up all purple cards and put them in her hand, and then discard all the tan cards out here in the bay, and grab a treasure is what's happening. So let's take a look for those purple. There are no purples out there, which is convenient. And then she's going to get rid of tan. So we're going to put that in the discard pile, and then make sure she gets a treasure, like so, and flip another card. There we go. All right, I've got some big ideas, first of which is playing this galley. 3 wood, 2 seaweed, and I get to move my ship 3 spaces. Plus, it's a unique tan card, so it's actually 5 spaces. That's huge. So, 3 wood, like so, 2 seaweed, boom, boom, and let's get this galley played. And like I said, that's 5 spaces total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I crossed 2 treasure spaces. Awesome. Stick that right there. And it's Bonnie's turn. We are out of workers, so she's ready to draw some cards. Cat hair there. We've got the Illuminator. Again, doesn't really matter what the card says, though. We're going to put that right there in her red pile. And move the red up 1 space. Is it tan? No. Is it unique? Yes. So she moves 2 more spaces. 1, 2. Again, every time she matches, she gets 2 moves. And there we go. All right, back to me. I've got the Hideout, which is another unique tan card, and I'm going to discard 5 cards, which is a lot of cards, but I get to draw back up, and I get a point for each. So, that's wood, that's seaweed, that's a sea glass. I'll put that right here. All right, let's discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm okay with those 5, although let me take another quick peek. I think I'm okay with that. So there's 5. To the discard, we're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I get 5 points. Now, points in this game are not like the coins in Everdell. They're little seashells. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a cool turn. Plus, it gives me a chance to show off these seashells. By the way, if you're wondering what these anchors are, these are like the occupied tokens in Everdell. So any construction that I have, I can place this as my turn to get a critter, to play a critter from my hand or from the bay, out for free. So that's kind of the outpost, or occupied tokens in Everdell. And you only get 3 for the whole game. So you only get 3 of those freebies, just so you know. All right, cool. Let's see. I did not move my boat, did I? 1, 2. Move them right on up. That looks fantastic. All right. And then it's the AI's turn. We've got a blue card. That's a new pile. You can't really see this, can you? That's okay. This will be our blue pile right there. And move the blue up like so. It is unique, so we're going to move her up 2 more spaces. Like so. 1, 2. That's another treasure for Bonnie. That's 4 treasures total. Love it. I don't love it, but there you go. All right, I've got a lot of big plans, but what I don't have is a lot of space. So let me get rid of some of these resource pinch pots like so, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play the Sailmaker here for 2 mushrooms. Now, I could, of course, use my anchor like I was just saying, put it on a green construction and, you know, get a freebie, but I think I'll just pay for it because it's so cheap. So pay 2 for that. It says move your ship 1 space, gladly. There we go. Grab myself another treasure. There it is, and then we'll refill that. One other thing I forget about Everdell, or sorry, Farshore, is if there's ever, oh, there it is. If there's ever identical cards in the bay, there's 2 tumblers right now, we actually stack them and then draw more. So there's always gonna be 8 different cards. If, again, if that's something else I miss, I apologize in advance, but hopefully I'll be okay with that, all right? Try not to forget that. All right, Sailmaker's there. It's not unique or tan, so we're ready to move right along to Bonnie. She's got a green card, her first green card actually, which I'm gonna put right here. We'll remember that that's the blue pile and that's the green pile. All right, not unique, not tan, but it does move up her green thing 1 space like so. All right, now it's back to me, and I don't have any workers. I've got very few resources. I did see something I wanted to get though. I do like moving my ship, and that would help me a lot, although I'd have to use 2 treasures to do that. As 2 wild resources, because all I have is a wood and a seaweed. So there's a couple options I have. I could also build that for pretty cheap. The grove, another grove I should say. There's also the tumbler. Actually, that seems pretty good to get me one of those sea glasses, because that's very hard to pull off. I think that might be what I want to do actually. Yeah, I like the look of it. I like the look of it. Let's go for that. I like it a lot. Cool. So that's a wood. That's a seaweed, and then again, I'm spending one of my treasures as the wild resource, the sea glass. I'm gonna grab one of those tumblers, we'll place it up here, and I immediately gain 1 sea glass like so. Don't move up my ship. That's okay. Back to the AI. She's gonna flip this card. Another green one. It is unique, so we're gonna move her 2 spaces. 1, 2. Another treasure for Bonnie, like so. And another green card, so we should move that up as well. All right, fantastic. All right, at this point, I think I'm ready to pass for the season. So let's go ahead and work through our steps up here. We're gonna grab a worker. Actually, let me go ahead and show you that. So I'm gonna grab one of my new workers, like so, collect everybody else. And then we're gonna take 2 cards from the bay. So I'm gonna grab this purple one because I know, by the way, Bonnie is trying to grab that. That's her first priority, is purple, when she passes right after me. So I need to get that out of there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this blue card as well. So 2 cards from the bay, up to my max of 8. And then there's a few things I have to do. I'm going to change the windrose tiles. So now we want common and we want blue. So blue and common. And then we need to sync the island. So this space is gone for the rest of the game, unfortunately. Not super ideal, but that's okay. So that's me passing. Now it's time for Bonnie to do the same. So let's take a look at her cheat sheet, okay? Moving into summer, she's gonna get her worker, of course. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave them all right here for now. Grabbing all qualifying maps. There are, I was gonna say there's none, but actually she does have at least one of each. So that's her first map tile, of course, one of each. That means at the end of the game, she's gonna get 2 points per map that she has. And chances are she's gonna get a lot more maps because Bonnie is very good at snatching up these maps. All right, fantastic. And then next is taking 6 cards from the bay. Now, first of all, I should, of course, refresh the bay. There we go. And she's gonna kind of work through her preference board and take 6 cards if she can. So let's take a look. She wants purple. There's none. Tan. There is 1. So that's 1. Next would be red. And there's 2. Next would be left to right green. And there's a bunch. So we go left to right, top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll be our hand going into summer. I'll refresh that and then it's back to my turn. So hope you're able to see that that's not terribly complicated. The reference sheet actually is fairly helpful. So now we are ready to go into summer, and then things are going to change a bit in the fall. She kind of has a whole different way of playing, but we'll get to that in just a second. So let me refresh and then we'll move into the next season. All right, next season. Now we are looking for common blue cards, ideally. Unfortunately, I have no access to any common blue cards, but I do see this unique blue card. After I play a card, you may give a card to an opponent to gain 1 point and draw a card. Now, I would just discard that card, but that's a pretty good way to kind of get some points between now and the end of the game. So I'm gonna kind of gun for that one. So I need some wood and I need some seaweed. So let me go ahead and get my 3 wood first. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna get some resources for Bonnie. Can't take 3 wood, can't take the island either. So that will be going to the docks and moving the ship 1 space, which is not bad for me, I don't think. All right, next is seaweed. Boom, again, island is gone, so it's gonna be a little hard to get resources here. 1, 2, and back to Bonnie. Bonnie is going to go to the sea glass space. That makes a lot of sense. It's a sweet spot, but I've got everything I need for the customs office. So let's go 2 wood and a seaweed and a sea glass. And I do like to get blue cards early in the game. These are, game changers, obviously. They give you like a special ability, a passive bonus. So the earlier the better, but also green cards early in the game are huge since they're engine building, production building. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my tableau here. It is a blue card, so I move up 1 space. And then from now on, every time I play a card again, I can give it to Bonnie, AKA discard it, to get a point and draw a card. Look at that one. Whoa, that's a very pretty card. It says 1 point for each blue and red and tan card in your city. Interesting, okay. Oh, you know what? I had 2 more workers. Maybe I should have put them out first because Bonnie's gonna take those spots. Whoops. You know what? That's okay because I don't really need mushrooms. So, and these spaces are, unlimited. All right, can't go to seaweed. Can go to a red space. So this is kind of a new one for her to activate. We're gonna put one of our workers onto a red card, which there are 2 over here. Now we're gonna ignore what the card says and just give her a treasure, like so. All right, what I don't want her to do is take the cards from the bay that I want. So that can be a little bit tense too. You can't guarantee these cards are gonna stay here. Not to mention there's 2 purple cards out there, yeesh. And I think I have a windmill, don't I? I really like that windmill card because it's 2 points for each green, card in your city, and I have 5, so that's a 12-point card. That's something I absolutely want to get, but I don't have that many resources. I have 1 wood and 1 seaweed, which is not super helpful. So maybe this is the card I need to focus on. discard any number of cards from your hand, then play a card for that many fewer resources. So I could discard, you know, potentially 6 cards and play that for free. That is actually, you know, sort of in the realm of possibility. Actually, I think we're gonna do that right now. So let me go ahead and play that. Although I do want to save some of these workers to claim those map tiles. The only way to get them is to go to the dunes. It says claim 1 map that you qualify for up at the top. So although Bonnie's not really close to scoring any of those maps either or qualifying for them, so maybe I can wait till the next season to do that. I think I'll start with the post office. I'm gonna put that right here and spend a wood and a seaweed and unfortunately one of my what was I gonna say? One of my bonus things here, my treasures as a wild, and that's my post office. It is common, so I move my ship another space, and I think I might go there next and maybe discard a whole bunch of cards to get that windmill. All right, Bonnie has 1 worker left. Let's take a look. No island, no wood. She's going to the docks and moving the ship 2 spaces. 1, 2. That's another treasure, and she's catching up to me like so. All right, I think it's time to follow through on my plan. I'm going to send my worker to my post office. Discard 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only one I'm keeping is this one. 2 points for each unique construction. I've got 3 already, so I want to hold on to that. Actually, soon to be 4. So discard 6 cards and then play a card for that many fewer resources. So again, that's going to make this windmill free, which is fantastic. I'll put you right here. It's not common and it's not blue, but that's okay. I love having that windmill for lots and lots of points. All right, back to Bonnie. So we are going back to her play a card action. So play a card from hand and adjust color markers. So we've got the inn is the card. It's a red card right here. So we'll bump that up and that goes off the board, which means that's no longer a priority, basically because she has the 3 red to qualify for this map is what's happening. So just so you know, she will grab that at the end of the season unless I grab it, which with only 1 red card, I doubt I'm gonna do that. All right, I think I know what I want to do for the rest of the season, and it starts with me getting 2 mushrooms over here, like so. All right, Bonnie's gonna play another card. She's got the Castaway, another tan card, and now she's got 3 tan cards, so she can qualify for that one as well. Oh, you know what I didn't check? You know what? Her last card, the inn, was common, so we need to move her 2. Otherwise, I think I'm okay there. I hope I'm okay with moving her ship. I know that's a lot to keep track of. Well, at least it is for me. Anyway, the rope bridge. This is common, so I can have a duplicate in my city, and I like that card a lot. I'm going to spend 2 mushrooms, since it's 2 of any resource, to draw 5 cards. Again, cards are really fantastic. 2 resources is nice, but with my post office, right, those cards can basically be resources. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think probably I'm going to pass after this turn. So let's see what Bonnie wants to do. It's a green card, and it's common, so we'll put that here with her green card. She's got 3 now. And move her up 2 more, and grab her another treasure, like so. Now, unless there's any new cards in my hand that I really want to play, I think I'm ready to move on. Oh, wait a minute. Governor. I just picked this up. I can use my anchor to play this for free off of my windmill, and it's 4 points plus 2 points for each common construction in your city, and I think I have maybe a bunch of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is an 18-point card. That's huge. So actually, I mean, I don't need to do it right now, but I think, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to play it right now. Yeah, and she's going to go through all these cards anyway, so I think I'm going to go ahead and play this with my anchor. That seems like a no-brainer. So let's go ahead and put the anchor on the windmill. Play this card for free. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up right there for my governor. That's a huge card. I love it. Back to Bonnie, playing a green card. Uh-oh, that qualifies her for another map. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Whoops. And that's going to move this. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I did that last time. She's got 4 cards. She should be fully off the board right now. And that's a unique construction, so that does not trigger our windrow. So I think we're okay there. We just do a little quick recap. Yes, that's good. That is okay. Red is correct. Yep. I think we're good to go. Awesome. And then I think maybe I just need to pass. There's probably not too much I want to do. I could play my pirate with my anchor and gain 3 treasure. Maybe I'll keep that in the back pocket. as an option. Oh, you know what I haven't been doing? I've been playing cards and I haven't been discarding cards to gain points and drawing cards. Whoops, that's okay. I'll do that going forward and try to get some more of these seashells. For right now, I think I'm happy to pass. Unless there's something green I want to play, because of course green is going to activate right now as I pass into the next season. Like the scribe is not too bad. May discard up to 3 cards to both gain a point and draw a card for each. That wouldn't be terrible, but I don't know if I need to play that. And there might be better cards out there. Not to mention, guys, like Everdell, I'm capped at 15 cards in my city. I've got 13, so technically I can only play 2 more cards, which is not good. And you know what I also didn't do a good job of? Snagging those maps, because guess what? Bonnie's going to take all these 2-pointers, and then I'm going to be stuck with those 1-pointers. Not all of them, I shouldn't say, but a lot of them. So unfortunately, I can sort of read the handwriting on the wall. She is very aggressive at getting those tiles, those map tiles. So anyway, I'm passing. I'm going to grab my worker. We're going to activate all of my green cards, so there's a lot to do. Let's go ahead and take a look here, left to right. Gain a sea glass. Move my ship 1 space. That's good. Gives me a treasure. Next, gain a seaweed. I love it. Okay. Down here, gain a mushroom, and then gain 2 wood. All right. So that's not too much, but hey, I'm okay with starting the next season with some extra resources there. So I'll put you guys right there. All right, what else do we do? Let's take a look at there. I can take 2 cards from the bay or from the deck. Again, I need to get these purple cards out of here. It's still Bonnie's main priority is getting purple. So let's take that off the board. And then why don't I just take 1 from the deck? I think that's okay. I should be at 8 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, fantastic. Let's switch up the windrose tiles. We've got critter and we've got red cards. So red critters is how we want to end our game. We've got lots of those. And then I am done with my passing phase. So there we go. Let's take a look at Bonnie. All right, so now we're flipping over to the back side. She's going to take her worker like usual. Now we've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Sticky right there. Okay. All qualifying maps. Again, this is kind of brutal. She only has 1 blue down here, so that's good. 3 tan. Yep, that's 3 tan right there. So she's got this one. She has 3 red. They're sitting right over here, so that's not good. 3 red. She also has 4 green right here. The only thing she doesn't have is the blue and the purple. She needs 2 purples and only has 1 right now. So unfortunately, she already has, this is 2 times 4 maps, so 8, 16, 24, 32 points. I really let that get away from me. That's something I think when you're playing this game solo, you really have to be on top of getting those maps. I just didn't want to spare the workers for it. So, oh wow, she got all her qualifying ones, and then she's taking 3 cards and adjusting the color markers. Now this is interesting because it's the only time she adjusts color markers for just taking the cards and not playing them, which is kind of interesting. So we know that she wants purple because it's at the top of her board, so that comes off, and then she's going to take blue, and we'll slide that up 1, and then she's going to take the other blue and slide that off the board. So she's done with preferences. We're going to shuffle these into her deck, and then we're ready for the last season. Now, like I said, Bonnie plays a little bit differently this last season, so I'll show you how that works as soon as I take my first turn and refill the bay. Now, I do need to get on some of these maps. I think I qualify for, well, most of them, I think. Maybe not. Let's take a look here. So, I've got my cards over there. Put this back over there for you. All right, so, do I want resources or do I want to claim maps? Probably I should focus on getting resources first. Although, let me go ahead and tell you how Bonnie works, because she is really aggressive about getting maps this last season. We're in the fall. She's going to play a card from hand. So she's done with workers. That's like her last resort. Her priority is playing cards from hand and claiming maps with a worker if possible. So if she flipped, for example, another purple card right now, she would obviously get the purple and take a worker over there to claim the map. So again, it really is pushing me to focus on getting these maps out, or claiming them early. So unfortunately, that might be what I want to focus on. I don't have 3 blues, but I do have 2 purples. And just on the off chance that she, draws a purple card, I'm going to go up there and just hop on that first. I'm going to go here to the dunes and claim 1 map tile. And in this case, again, We'll take the 2 purples. I'll put that right down there. All right, so her priority is to flip a card. It's green. She already has the green map, so nothing happening there. All right, that's all she does. Very, very simple. I do want to claim some more maps. Do I have one of each color? I think so. Tan, red, green, blue, purple. I do. So I could get that one, although we're not racing for it. She already has the higher version of it. I think maybe what I want is another blue card. Or do I need 2 more? Oh my gosh, I need 2 more. Yeah, so I don't really want to prioritize that, especially since I only have 2 more spaces in my city. I think mainly I want to kind of just get points. There are cards like this, by the way, that let you discard cards from your city. So that's always an option if I just want to kind of get rid of some of these cards to make space for other cards. I could do that, plus I get a treasure, but yeah, I don't know. Mainly I want to get these purple cards out there. I've got 2 points for each unique construction, plus 4 points. And I've got the other one, 2 points for each common critter in your city. So those 2, it'd be wonderful to get them both played, and I think I'm pretty close to having it, actually. All right, so I'm checking out these cards, and they're actually not that great. This one only scores me a few extra points. I only have 1 common critter, so these are actually kind of worthless. This is the one I need to get out there. 4 points plus 2 for each unique construction, and I think I have 4. So that's a 12-point card, so 5 mushrooms will get me there. It could also be free if I get another purple construction that's worth points for me, but again, this one's not really that great. So, not sure what to focus on right now. I think maybe I just need to go get some berries. So, let's go ahead and focus on that. Although, of course, I can just go to the post office and discard cards. That's probably actually a better option. So, let me do that instead. I want to keep these guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I'll do. Let me go up here, discard any number of cards. I'm going to discard 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, maybe I'll discard 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. I'll discard these 4 to play. What was I trying to do? The oh no, did I discard the card I wanted? Sorry about that. Come on back. Where are you? 1, 2, 3. The sculptor. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll discard those 4 to play this for 4 less. So just 1 berry for the sculptor. Sorry about that. And I'll put you right there. Unique critter. Oh, it is a critter, so it matches the A Windrose tile. And move that forward. Okay. Sorry about the chaos, but that should be legal. Yes. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Back to the AI. Bonnie's gonna flip and play purple. There it is. So purple goes here. Right? It's a unique critter, so we need to move her up 2 for the critter. So I really hope I've been paying attention to that. I really, really hope so. We did have that diver earlier. Was that... Did I move her? I don't know if I did. I'm going to move her 2 more just to be on the safe side. We'll go back and when I'm editing, I'll see if I did or not. But I'll just move her forward 2 more just because. Okay. And what were we doing? We did that. Yes, so she now has 2 purple cards right here. She's going to grab this map. She basically gets to take 2 turns at once. Oh, wait, sure. Oh, yeah, no, here we go. Yes, I was wondering where the 2 went. I have the 2, so that is another map for her. And then she's just looking for her 3rd blue card to take that last map. So hopefully, I mean, ideally I can end the game without her playing it, but I think she's got blue cards in there. So yeah, I don't think I can really block her out of that. Anyways, I've got a nice card here. My pirate is no points, but gain 3 treasures. Again, that's 2 points each. 6 points for that critter's not too bad. Although at that point, I'm going to have 0 space in my city. But I've got a plan. I'm okay with that. Let me use my anchor. I'm going to put you on the tan construction to play a tan critter for free. That's going to move me up on my ship. So we are tied here at 40. I'll just put you guys on top of each other like so. All right. And I'm going to gain those 3 treasures. 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. And now I have 3 tan buildings, so I can take another map, actually. So I've got 3 workers, and I might just be snagging up those map tiles, okay? Next is green. It's a common construction, so it doesn't do Windrose. Another green card for you. Doesn't do anything, really. I am going to... let's see. This is 0 points. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and play the unique critter for free. It's -1 point, but it lets me discard a critter from my city. And so this is discarded. And then this card does not take up a space in my city, so it frees up a space for me, and I get a treasure for doing that discard. So I'm going to take the treasure, which is 2 points, and it's a critter, so I move my boat up 1 space and get another treasure. So that was actually a lot of net points, 4 net points, I believe, for taking the castaway. And I'll put the castaway, where should I put him? Again, he doesn't take up space in my city. I'll put him way down here with my seashells, okay? All right, so that's my turn. And I still haven't been discarding cards to gain points with my customs office. I don't think I've done that once yet, but I do kind of want to hold on to this, don't I? No, I don't need it. It's not a big deal. I'm going to discard that to get a point and draw a card. So maybe I'll get something better. Oh, an axolotl. Very cute. All right. Let me refill. And Bonnie's going to play blue. I figured. Okay, so that's her second blue. It is a unique critter, so that moves her up 2 to 42. All right, so back to me. I still don't have 3 blues. I only have 1 blue, so I really wish I could take that from her, but I don't see any way I could possibly do that, unfortunately. So at this point, I think that I don't know. I only have 1 more space in my city, so maybe I'll just wait to see if a better, construction shows up. Maybe something purple will show up. I don't know. So for right now, let me go ahead and just snag up some maps. It doesn't really matter which one I take now. I do have 3 tan cards. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I have 4. So I'll grab that map and put that right here. Yeah, maps only really work point-wise if you really go gung-ho for them. And honestly, since with my city being so full, I'm not sure what else to focus on with my workers. Resources isn't really going to do anything for me. So anyway, Bonnie, last card for you. There it is, the blue card, of course, unique construction. No windrows, but it does let her go up here with a worker to claim that tile. Holy smokes, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 6. 66 points. That's only 6 away from the max of 72 points you can take with tiles. I really was not blocking as much as I should have been for that, unfortunately. And so you might be thinking, well, she's out of cards. What does she do now? Well, we're in fall. She played cards from her hand. Now her hand is empty, so she's going to place a card following the bottom of the route card. So she's going to go back to flipping cards, but instead of doing the top 2 spaces, she's going to go straight to the bottom. So moving boats, playing cards, and if it tells her to draw purple cards, she's just going to play them to her hand, which, remember, is 6 points each, which is crazy. So yeah. So, and by the way, it doesn't matter if I just said, okay, well, I'm going to pass right now to make her stop playing. She's going to keep playing until she has no cards in hand and no workers. So I can't really stop her from doing a lot of stuff, unfortunately. So I'll just go for my maps. I don't really know what else to do with myself. So yeah, I think maps are going to give me more points than anything else. I'll go up here. I certainly have at least 4 green tiles. So I'll go ahead and add this. Put that right there. Like so, and then yeah, let's see what she wants to do. Flip this. She's going to the docks, moving her ship 2 spaces. 1, 2. That was pretty simple. For me, yeah, I don't really know what else to do. I mean, I can buy a random card from the bay to get a few points, but let me just go ahead and take one of these instead for right now. I have 1 of each, don't I? This is yes. I think I do. Okay, so I'll add that to my map display here. That's not too bad. What do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. That's 20 points. So that's not too bad. Bonnie is going to put somebody on the docks and move the ship 1 space for another treasure. Holy smokes. And then my last action, or probably last action, not necessarily, I think is going to be to just build something and get some points. So let's see. What do I have the resources for? I could do that. That's 2 points. That looks like that's as good as it gets. So I guess I'll just do that. Okay. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3 resources to build the post office. That's 2 points. Does it? Oh, and that's 2 more points because it's a common construction with the governor. That's good. And it's red. Oh, that's not too bad. So I move up 1 space here. And then I am going to finally give a card to an opponent, in this case discard it, to gain a point and draw a card. I did do that recently, didn't I? There we go. All right, and then I believe I'm passing again. My city is full. There's no cards in here that let me wipe cards from my city, so I think I'm probably done. I'll stack those. Unless something comes out, you know, that, again, lets me discard cards and I can keep going, but I think I'm finished. And then Bonnie, I think this is her last turn as well. Going to the docks and moving her ship 2 times. Hey, which that's better than, you know, drawing purple cards. If she had drawn, since we're done, something like this, the lookout, right? Again, picking up purple, which in this case, okay, well, there weren't any purple cards, but if there were, she would pick it up and then play it and then, you know, get a treasure as well. So that'd be 8 points, hypothetically. But we are done and it's time for scoring. Now, usually I use my phone app, BG Stats, for this, especially because they recently added a spreadsheet on the app. But I'll just do old school style. Yeah, and we'll see how we do with scoring. All right, here's what I think I'll do. I'll score it old school style in real life, and then maybe I'll put a little box and I'll show you what the app can do on BG Stats with the spreadsheet with the scoring. But for right now, let's just go ahead and score things old school. So first, cards in my city. I've got 5, that's 8, 16, 17, 19, 20, 23, 25, 28, and then -1 for my castaway. So is that only 27? That seems really low for my buildings. And then I'm gonna go over here to purple. Now, sorry, oh, geez. Where were you? I'll go back and check. I'll check that in a second. For the AI for Bonnie, again, it's 2 points per card, except 6 points for the purple. So I'll do the purples in a second. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 30 points there. And then, like I said, I'll do the purple cards in just a second. All right, purple cards. So she's got 2 purple cards, 6 points each. That's 12 points for Bonnie. I've got a decent chunk of points coming from my purple cards, though. So 2 points for each green card in my city. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 points plus 2 points per common construction in my city. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, 16 points there. I love it. And then 2 points for each unique construction in my city. I've got 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4. Okay, good. So I've got 4 for 8 more points. And that's it for my purple, right? Yeah, okay. So what is that, 34? That can't be. 34 points. Holy smokes. Okay, that makes me feel better about my low card scoring there. That's awesome. All right. Next, let's see, point tokens. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, this is such a mess. None for Bonnie, of course. Let's see, maps is next. Bonus tokens. Bonus tokens. Oh, I guess that's these things. Yes, okay. Treasure tiles. Oh man. Okay, we both have a lot. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9 for 18 points. And Bonnie has a whole bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry if my head was in the frame there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, not too different. I'm feeling actually kind of pretty good about this one. Oh, and then maps. Okay, never mind. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4 is 20 points. And we already said, what, was it 66? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 6 is 66. Holy smokes. Yeah. And then final ship location. I think I was at 42. I'm pretty sure Bonnie was at 47. So we add that all up and see how we did. All right, so it looks like the final score is 148 to 175. Holy smokes. Bonnie is so hard to defeat. Now, I am only on the, third hardest difficulty? So there's Bashful, move 1 boat per windrose. There's Bold, which we were playing, move 2 spaces per windrose. And then there's Brilliant, in which case we get the weather cards involved. I gotta show you this. And we resolve the top one just for human players. And then Breathtaking is both weather. Now, again, this only hurts me. Bonnie is not affected by these weather tiles. And these are so brutal. Like, don't gain treasure when you move your ship. or only A moves your ship and you have to discard a card or a resource to move, or you have to discard 2 cards to use your anchor, or you can't visit the docks, or you don't activate your green cards when you play. I mean, these are so mean. And then again, there's the bottom part as well, that if you play the hardest difficulty, you resolve both. So each season, there's one in play. Like, you can't go to the island or mushroom spaces. That's insane. So this seems very, very challenging. Again, I'm just going off that level 2 difficulty, and it's very, very difficult. So it's a great game. It's fun. It doesn't take a terribly long time. There's a lot to understand about Bonnie's actions, but if you can understand this player aid, it's very helpful. So there we go. Not a win. I didn't expect to win, but a score of 148 I feel like is not too bad. And that was Farshore's solo. With a final score of 148, we're first going to send $75 to Norma in the Philippines. Norma and her husband have been running a fishing business for over 20 years, and they're currently looking for a loan of $925 to help them buy a plastic screen to make a fish trap. So we're going to send $75 toward that goal. The other $73 are going to be donated to the National Wildlife Federation. I recently finished a book called Nature's Best Hope by Douglas Tallamy, and I was inspired to do more personally toward the conservation of native wildlife. So toward that end, I'm going to be donating to the National Wildlife Federation, which has been around for over 80 years, and they've brought back numerous species from the brink of extinction, including eagles, deer, elk, bighorn sheep, and whales through habitat protection, restoration, and management. You should definitely check out the work that they're doing over on nwf.org. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me for the solo playthrough of Farshore. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you've played this game, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to read and respond to what you think about this game. And in the meantime, have a wonderful week. Take care and happy gaming. Bye.